Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Drill. Probably the number one question that I get anymore is why are we drilling again? And I think it's important that we do. So number one is hey, we have a federal mission here that's been going on and hasn't stopped, and we have to continue to train to that. And that's probably the biggest that we're seeing from all of the virtual meetings and telecons that I'm in is we need to get back to our readiness training and ensure that our airmen are ready. And taking April off was the right call, and now that we have seen how it's progressed, especially throughout the state and where it's moved on, I think it's important that we try to get back to some type of normalcy. As all the generals will say, I think it's going to be the new abnormal. So this is the first drill that we're back, and it probably won't look like the next one, but we're going to try to figure that as we go, because we have to get training accomplished, but then we also have to do it safely. So we have to make sure that that we keep our social distancing in place. That's why you see a split shift here, what we got, so minimize the amount of folks that are together and on base and at the same time. We still need to keep everybody safe. So if you can't maintain that 6 feet distance, I expect everybody to have masks on. And then especially for the DSGs that are back here, for the full timers, we've been doing this for about a month, so we understand what's going on. But we have cleaning schedules, washing your hands constantly, all that stuff. But we do have to continue to train, and it's important that we do that. So that's why we're back here at Drill. Second thing I want to talk about is I want to just say thanks to all of our JTF4 folks that have been stood up for that on initially on state active duty and then transitioned to Title 32, and the state response that we have done. It's been over 3,200 have been called up in the New York National Guard to support the COVID response, mostly going downstate. We stepped up with over 50 people that have done that, being JRSOY, processing people in and then moving them downrange, and then also sending teams downrange to do everything from testing to meal delivery to answering phones at the phone call center, and then to the very challenging one of the FSRT, the Fatality Search and Recovery Team. That's a tough mission, and we really do appreciate what they did. They went in there knowing what they had to do with the amount of deaths that were taking place down in New York City. They went in there, they knew it was a tough mission, and they accomplished it with great respect, and had nothing but positive words from everyone, down from the governor to the TAG to the mayor, on what they've done and how they accomplished it, and the professionalism they did that with. So we really do appreciate all of our volunteers that went down there, and guess what? It's not going to stop. They're already saying this is going to go at least through May, maybe through the end of June. So there will be opportunities if more people would like to volunteer to support that mission. There's going to be those opportunities as well. But again, thanks for everybody for that. So last thing I want to mention here is we were supposed to be doing this in the recruiting shop. Obviously, with the new standards on social distancing, we moved it to the wing conference room, and we're taking our turns on the mic. But the TAG and my number one priority is recruiting and manpower. So our numbers have slipped at the 174th due to a number of factors. But really, the key now is to focus on getting our numbers back up, and our recruiting team and our retention team are what's going to help us out, as long as with the commanders and y'all. So as you've heard me say before, every airman's a recruiter, so we're going to rely on you also to help spread the word on what awesome opportunities exist out here at the 174th Attack Wing. But I'm going to hand this off to Sergeant Stebbins at this time.
Hello, I'm Master Sergeant Stebbins, the recruiting flight chief. I'm here to not only tell you about our efforts in increasing our shop from 4 recruiters to 8, but to also tell you how we're making a presence on social media, to include Facebook and Instagram. I ask you, the airmen, to help us spread our story and share it with your family and friends. Also, if you could help usher in these new recruiters by referring your family and friends to them. Please see their introductions at the end of this video.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Best with the Retention Office. With the push that came from recruiting, there's always a push with retention. So that's what we're here for. We have moved from our previous location, or now across from the FSS. We hope that you use us and other resources like the UCA program and other areas on base like your First Sergeant and Chiefs. With that, please, if you have any questions about why you may not want to be in the military anymore, please come see us and we'll try to help out. Thanks.
Welcome everybody to the May RSD. I got a couple of things. First thing I want to talk about is deadlines. So we've got a couple that are fast approaching. One of them is our PME rack and stack. So every year we get an opportunity to send people off to NCOA and senior NCOA. With that, we don't get enough seats for the amount of people that want to attend, so we end up having to rack and stack. So what we do, we have some products that your first shirt and your chiefs will accomplish. We'll actually sit down, we'll board those, and then we'll make a decision. We'll go to the commanders, we'll get that pushed through, and then our Bedham office will work to get seats for those positions that we've picked. This will be the third year we've done it. Our Bedham office has been very successful at getting us a lot of seats, more than we're allocated, and we hope that trend continues. And the deadline for those packages is 6 June. So if you're interested in attending NCOA or senior NCOA, go talk to your first shirt, go talk to your supervisor, go talk to your chief. Make sure you're talking to those entities and you get your package in on time, and we get a chance to board those packages. The next one is Step 2. So those of you that aren't aware of it, it's a state program and allows us to promote outside of our Manning document to senior and to chief. So typically every year we get an opportunity to do it twice a year. This time, or this year, we're only going to do it once. So we're going to do it in September. So again, there's a lot of parameters and guidelines for it, too many for me to go into right here. But if that's something that you're interested in, i.e. getting promoted to senior or chief as a DSG, go talk to your shirts, go talk to your chiefs about that. They've got more information on the program. If they have questions, they'll hunt me down and ask me, and we'll get those questions answered. The deadline for the packages for the Step 2 is going to be 8 August. And you'll hear about these again, but we just want to make sure we get that out early and get it out often to make sure that everybody has ample opportunities to attend PME and to get promoted. So those are the deadlines. EFAC, so Enlisted Field Advisory Council. So we actually overcame technology. We had a meeting 2 Fridays ago, and we used what it's termed as MS Teams. It worked very well. We had 47 people online at one time, and we were able to basically accomplish a normal EFAC meeting virtually. So it worked very well. We've got notes out on that. I've sent them out to the chiefs and the shirts. So if you're interested in those notes, holler at them. They'll get the notes to you. There's a ton of stuff going on. It varies. There's a lot of movement on PME. There's just a movement on a ton of information that you really should be aware of. So if you're interested in that stuff, get a hold of your supervisors and get those notes, read through them, holler at me with any questions. One of the good things that's coming out of this is they've recently reaccomplished NCOA, and they're actually just finishing up a beta test on the new course. We're actually fortunate we got 2 individuals that were able to do the beta test. They provide feedback, and then the course should be available in July to anybody that's eligible to do NCOA. So more good stuff to follow on that as well. And then going into professional development, a couple opportunities. So every year around the May, early June timeframe, the Senior Enlisted Management Office breaks out the opportunities for the following year. So that'll happen again this year. We'll get that information out. We'll start reaching out to people that are interested in basically advancing from a professional development standpoint. So you'll hear more about that as well. Mostly that stuff is intended for the Master, Seniors, and Chiefs. So we're also working on a course which is called TIME, which is Tech Sergeants Involved in Mentoring Enlisted. Massachusetts has held a couple of those courses, and Florida's held it once that I'm aware of. So next June, the state, New York State, is working on holding a course in New York State. So Tech Sergeant Boatman is actually our POC. We've got one from each of the wings and EADS, and we're working, we're progressing. We actually have a meeting tomorrow. We'll have more information on it. But you'll be hearing more about that as well, and we're really excited about getting that course up and running and out. And the last one on professional development is our leadership development course. So we have 2 courses. We have the emerging and we have the advanced. We're going to do one in June, and it's going to be the emerging. So again, you'll hear more information on that if you're interested. Again, go through your shirts, your chiefs, get through your supervisors and commanders, and we'll get you into that course in June. Last thing I got is EPRs. We've done, since last April, we've done a ton of work, and I say we, mostly you, have done a ton of work on EPRs. We've made a lot of good progress. We still have a long ways to go. So don't let off that gas pedal. when it comes to accomplishing your ACAs, sitting down with your airmen, going through expectations, and then really doing the feedback or the report card, which is the EPR. So again, we have more work to do on that, but we're making a lot of good progress, and we want to keep doing that. So with that, back to Colonel Smith.
All right, I'm back on the mic. I just want to say thanks to the recruiting team. Like I said before, our numbers are down. We're going to get them back up, and I'm confident in Sergeant Stebbins and Sergeant Best's leadership to pull us out of the hole that we're in. And really want to say welcome to the whole recruiting team. Glad to have you on board. For the rest of the wing, you should look at those faces and talk to them. And if you're a commander or a supervisor, you should be telling them, hey, this is what we need, so that they can focus their efforts there. And it's also just great communication. They should not be strangers in your area, and please invite them over. And I know that they'll take the opportunity to talk to all of you as well. So this will be my last CCTV broadcast. We will be having a virtual 174th Attack Wing change of command. General Shields will be presiding over that, and then we'll be accomplishing that in the morning, and then broadcasting in the afternoon for everybody to watch if they would like to. It's an important event as we pass the guide on from myself on to Colonel Will McCrink, Rhino, as the next 174th Attack Wing Commander. He's going to do an awesome job. He's perfect fit for the position, and I know he'll do well. I just want to really say thanks to the 174th Airmen and really all personnel out at Hancock Field, Air National Guard Base, for the support that you've given me, and also for the outstanding work. It has been a pleasure to show up to work every day, knowing the focus and drive that everybody has out here, and ultimately the care that everybody had for each other and every airman. So again, I just want to say thank you. It's been an honor to serve as your wing commander, and good luck.
Hey everybody, this is Chief Will. Hey, I just want to take a minute real quick and say thanks to Colonel Smith. So for all of us, so we all know that the change of command is going to happen this weekend. Colonel McCrink will take the reins for Colonel Smith. And I didn't want the opportunity to get by, like I said, to say thanks for everything to Colonel Smith. I wanted to personally thank him, for taking a chance, hiring me as his command chief. And over the past 3 years, I can say for a fact, that I've benefited from his wisdom, from his conversations, from him just taking the time to have those conversations with me to help, for him being patient with me, for not yelling too much at me. It's been great. I've really appreciated it, and again, I wanted to say thanks to him. From the airmen, from the enlisted airmen of the 174th, sir, we also want to say thanks to you. From the chiefs, the shirts, all the enlisted. We have done nothing but benefited from you being in that position, and we wanted to say thanks. He's got a long legacy. He started out at 17 at the Air Force Academy, which means he's been in a very, very long time. So he's done a lot of great things, and it's culminated in him being the wing commander, and for us, it's culminated in him and in us benefiting, from him being that wing commander. So again, I just want to take a couple minutes or a minute and take this opportunity to say thank you, Colonel Smith. It's been an honor, it's been a pleasure, and good luck with whatever is next.
Hi, I'm Technical Sergeant Miles Sauer. I'm an advanced production recruiter with the 174th Attack Wing. I come from the Maintenance Squadron, working with aerospace ground equipment.
Hi, my name is Staff Sergeant Courtney Wilson, and I'm a production recruiter with the 174th Attack Wing, along with the 224th Air Defense Group out of Rome, New York. I originally came from the Operations Group.
Hi, I'm Senior Airman Courtney Snyder. I'm a production recruiter with the 174th. I originally come from Weapons.
Hi, I'm Staff Sergeant Ross Anderson. I'm a production recruiter with the 174th Attack Wing. Originally, I was a structures troop with the Civil Engineer Squadron.
Good morning, I'm Senior Airman Thaddeus Sitnick, and I am a new production recruiter here at the 174th. Originally, I come from Force Support Squadron.
Good morning, I'm Senior Airman Trey Wynn, one of your new production recruiters here at the 174th Attack Wing. I'm originally from the Civil Engineering Squadron as an operations manager.
Hi, I'm Staff Sergeant Eric Anderson. I'm a production recruiter here at the 174th Attack Wing. I was a heavy equipment troop from the Civil Engineering Squadron previously.
Hello, my name is Senior Airman Sarah Petricola, and I'm a new production recruiter for the 174th. I used to work in medical.